Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 32 of Darwell20's Let's Play series, where today I would like to start with my create stuff. Between episodes I made andesite casings. This is how you make andesite casings. You take any kind of log, you strip the log with the diamond axe or any kind of axe, and then you apply the andesite to it. So I made a bunch of those between episodes, and in the meantime I've been making a couple other things that I'm going to need. So what I'd like to do now is get my windmill bearings ready to go. That should be easy enough. Done. Sweet. I wouldn't mind some windmill sails as well. So for this, I'm going to need, I think 120 windmill sails is what is the ideal number. So if we check our copy-paste gadget, we saw last episode we built a nice windmill. If you missed that, go check it out. So missing descending, we need 128 windmill sails. So that should be fine. I made, let's see, flywheels would be cool, but I think they're decorative. I don't think, well, I think they do things, but I think in this case they might be decorative. I don't even know. Let's see, andesite casings, we should probably have a couple of, yeah. Dirt, shaft. Shafts were good on, cogwheels were good on, vertical gearboxes were good on, windmill bearings were good on, cogwheels were good on, gearboxes were good on. So all that stuff that's create based, I basically have crafted and made. So I could use a few more andesite casings and 128 windmill sails, and then we'll be good to go. Cool. So let's grab these and let's get the windmill sails. So for that, we're going to need andesite alloys. And I changed the recipe of this to use zinc, since we're not using zinc for anything else. Why use iron when we can use zinc? Seemed pretty smart to me, because Dyer's smart. And now we can make windmill sails, and hopefully we've got enough stuff here. So that should be cool. So we'll get 2 stacks of these. 1, 2 stacks of windmill sails, and then let's go outside and finish building our windmill with all the create contraption-y stuff, right? So if I get ready to place this cool guy, we should be able to find... Does that seem aligned properly? Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? Yeah, that definitely looks good. So if I place that now, he should take all the items out of my inventory that we need. There it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Windmill sails getting placed. Nice. Look at that. Sweet. And then there's, oh cool, all the cogwheeling bits. What probably goes between you two? Something that I missed? Maybe? Maybe something that I missed? Feels like there should be something there that I missed. What I can do is realign this guy and see if I missed something. And anchored. What goes there? Anything? Maybe nothing. I don't know. Sweet. Okay. So outside here is the windmill bearing. And it connects to this shaft, which goes to a vertical gearbox. It runs down. There's a large cogwheel and some smaller cogwheels. This is probably just to rotate things a little bit faster. Oh, that's neat. You can do that? What? Oh, there's an andesite casing. Okay, what? That's neat. I didn't know you could do that, like in a compact kind of cool way like that. But that is super awesome. I suspect that this here should be a gearbox. So that, wouldn't that make sense? A vertical? No. What in the what is this? How does this work? I don't understand. I'm confused. Which is not uncommon for the Dyer. How does that work? I'm not quite sure what this structure is right here that I'm looking at. This piece of it. Because I would expect that, like, you know, like that goes out that way. And then we'd have access to shafts going off on all 3 sides. But how does that work right there? There's not even like a rendered bit. Like if I remove this, well, I guess you might not show the shafts. That might be what's happening. So I click that. He should place a shaft. Yeah, and he did. So there's definitely something missing there, I think. Let's see in the materials list. Windmill bearing went down. Scaffolding, lightning rod, grindstone chain, vertical gearbox we had enough of. Maybe belts? I don't think I had any belts. Maybe I should have belts. See, I need access to my AE network over here. I didn't make any belts. Do I have enough for like 10 belts? I do. Good, good, good. Now, belts are a little bit weird when they place because belts are strange about how they report how many of them they need. But we'll see if any belts got used up out of my inventory there. It did place 2 belts. Ah ha ha! There you go. That's how that works. Okay. All you see now. That's how that worked. Okay. So your job, you came down here, and then you guys turn all that. That's what was missing. See? I knew it was something simple. I knew it was something cool. Yep. Now, technically, that probably should have only used 1 belt to place that. But there's 2 blocks there, so it interprets that as 2 blocks and 2 belts. It's just that I don't know that that's something that I can remedy. Now, clearly, there's some kind of zombie action going on underneath this place. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is let's stick a feral flare lantern. Maybe not a feral flare lantern, but at least a torch to prevent mob spawns in this general area. And we can place that inside the windmill, right? There's no reason we can't do that. That can go on the wall, right? Maybe. Does that seem like a cool place for it? Yeah, I like this windmill. It looks really good. Let's get upstairs and turn it on, but let's also sleep through the night here. And I'm going to do a trick that I do to see if the mobs, the zombies underneath us are spawning because it's dark down there or because there's a mob spawner down there somewhere. So I made it peaceful. That removes all the bad guys. I put it back to hard. Now they will spawn again if they can. So they were either spawning because there's a dark space under there, which the lantern or the light will stop, or they were spawning because there's a mob spawner down there. And if it's the latter, I'm going to have to go dig down, find the mob spawner, and shut it down, right? But if we pop up here now, we should be able to right-click this with an empty hand to attach the structure you just built in front of it. Boop. Hooray! Windmill win! Hey, sweet. Cool, cool, cool. That's awesome. So what we have here is a windmill bearing. There's just a regular piece of wood in front. And then attached to that wood is a bunch of windmill sails. And when we activate the windmill bearing by right-clicking it, he will connect to that, and he will let all these things spin in the wind. Okay? And that's creating rotational force for us, which is sweet. And we can see all the gears turning, and the rotational force happening. So he's spinning. That's the shaft coming in from the windmill right there. He hits the vertical gearbox, which transfers some rotational energy down. The rotational energy hits a large cogwheel that touches a small cogwheel that touches a large cogwheel underneath it. And when the large touches the small like that, it spins the small faster than the large is spinning. And then the small is spinning a large, which is spinning the small faster than the large is spinning again, and that causes these subsequent things to spin even faster. And if we wanted to, we could see from Create, there is a thing, a stressometer, that shows us how much stress there is on the system, and there's a speedometer. I might actually get both, just to show you guys both, because that might be cool. Okay. And then we can stick this in here somewhere. Now, did I make the wrench for Create yet, or no? I don't know that I did. So let's get the Create wrench. You can use any wrench. I don't have gold sheets yet, do I? I guess not. We'll make that soon. But we can stick the speedometer in here, and we'll be able to see the speed at which things are running. Cool. And we can also see the stressometer. Now, there's numbers associated with this that you can't see until you get a particular item, which we will be getting soon-ish, okay? But at the very least, we're producing this. So the basic mechanics of Create is that there is stress on these rotational systems, and that's basically your energy source. So a windmill or water wheels, there's about a half a dozen things that create rotational energy, and they create a stress number that they're capable of supporting. Okay, and as we start using this stress in our machines from create, that number will be consumed, and if we overstress the system, it'll all shut down, which you may or may not see. So let's take what we've got here and use some of this stuff. So the first thing I might want to do before we really get into create is make sure that I have access to my AE system over here. So I want to check out how am I doing for singularities, because I've been letting this run for a while, and whoo, we ain't even close. Okay, good to know. Solid note, but we are not even a little bit close. So we're going to need to speed this bad boy up. What do we got that we can make like a comically large amount of resources feed into this thing? You know what I could do? We need 256,000 of something. I might just have that in my pocket storage, right? If I allocate stuff properly, yeah, I've got plenty of cobble in here, right? So if I just do this and feed all this cobble in. Now be very careful, because you are voiding this and there is no getting it back. So if I accidentally void, for example, the pocket storage, that would probably be a bad time for me, okay? Wait, is that... No, it's 256,000, right? Yes. Oh, yeah, 256,000. And we only have 12,000. So that actually won't be enough. Yeah, give me a few minutes here to figure out how I'm going to fill this real quick. So I think water can be used for this, right? So what if on the down here we set this guy up to extract 8 buckets a tick? Would that be cool? Oh, that's faster. That's nice. That's definitely doable, right? And I could probably overclock that. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. That'll do it. There you go. That was not hard. That wasn't terrible. Just a little laser IO magic to get us loads and loads of that. So boy, you are slow, extractor. In the context of 256,000, but this has been running for quite a while now. You know, so not a particularly fast process, as it were, but that's okay. So you're getting there, and you're getting there. Sweet. Okay, and then that should generate for us a singularity. Nice. All right, now I'm not entirely sure how this is going to play out. All I know is that you want to take your singularities and blow them up. But I think you need some ender pearl dust, right? That's from megacells. Okay, cool. In-world explosion, singularity plus ender pearl dust, or just an ender pearl. So hey, don't make me make the dust. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'll get a quantum entangled singularity, which is a pair of singularities that are connected to each other, right? So we get a lovely ender pearl here. We turn off our magnet for a sec. And U plus U plus U. I guess that was a little bit too close. And then maybe a button. Little button. And kaboom. Hi! Look at that. Bob's your uncle. And we've got entangled singularities. Nice. Okay. And then you can fill back in for me. Shouldn't you be... Oh, you're horizontal. Okay, yeah, no, surface mode. There you go. And yeah, that seems like it works. Quantum entangled singularities. Now these can be used to go into the A2 quantum bridge, which is hopefully not prohibitively expensive for me at my current stage, because I really like infinite range access to stuff. So these guys, quantum ring and quantum link chamber. I think this goes in the middle and this goes around the outside, and there's going to be 8 of them. So let's get ready to make that, shall we? So for the quantum ring, now is there like a guidebook entry? How do I bring up the guidebook for things? Because like some things have a guidebook entry, but I don't know exactly how they work. Is there like a hotkey for that? Category applied energistics 2. Open guide for items. That's in use, that's in use. How about number 4 on the hot? That looks like a good number to use. Cool. So if I open this up with number 4 to open guide. Oh, there we go. Haha. Sweet. Okay, yeah. So I was right. It's 8 quantum rings around it with a link chamber in the middle. Both sides must be chunk loaded, so the spatial anchor or other chunk loader must be used if the 2 sides are far apart. Quantum link chamber in the center. That's where the singularity goes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, does it have a note in here about... Now, it just shows how to make them. Okay, cool. So we've got our quantum singularity. What we need to do with that is make the quantum ring. So let's get the quantum ring programmed in via this guy, right? So any quantum ring can go in there. The only thing you don't currently know how to make is the energy cell, which you now do know how to make. So hooray, everybody's happy, right? And then the quantum link chamber can go here, and you just need to know how to make Fluix pearls, which you now know how to make. And everybody is cool, right? We'll just throw these guys into our recipes. And now I can show me how to make a quantum link. We need 8 of these. We have the resources for. And we need 1 of these. Now, normally you would need 2 sets of these, right? 1 on one end and 1 on the other. And these create like a wireless connection between 2 opposite sides of like, so if I wanted like an A terminal like this, right? In my workshop, I would put the quantum link chamber, I put 1 here in my base and another one in the workshop far away, and they'd be able to talk to each other, right? But that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're going to see how there's a slot here for this. And I don't know how this works, but I guess quantum bridge card, something it works. I don't know exactly how this works, but we're gonna find out together. Quantum bridge card can go in there. So that's cool. I'm guessing we like make a quantum bridge card, put it in our wireless terminal, and then we can have infinite range. That might be power costly, but we'll find out, right? And by the way, if you're curious how much cost of power things are taking, you can just open up this UI at any time, right? So right now, we're draining, if we switch this to RF units, 18 RF a tick for passive drain. Energy usage is 510 RF a tick. Okay. Cool. So we're using 500 RF a tick. So I mean, you know, not for nothing, but this thing ain't cheap to run. It might surpass what my stuff can do, but we'll see. So let's put our quantum bridge chamber somewhere meaningful. Now, I don't think this one needs a particularly large number of channels. So with that in mind, I might just stick it in the corner here, kind of far away from everything. So if I did that, and then this in the middle, that should be cool, right? And then remind me, cabling wise, that's where it goes, right? It goes on the sides, the bigger ones is where cables go into. And you, sir, because eventually I'll probably have 1, 2. Well, I guess what I'll do, you know what I'll do? I know what I'll do. I have a smart idea for what I'll do. I will put another batch in front of these 4. Right? So we'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay? That should be cool. That should be very cool. Okay? That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. And that'll be slick. Yeah, I like that. So then it's quicker to do this than to get out the balloon. As long as you don't touch nothing, I think we'll be good, right? Bing, bang, boom. And then one of these goes in here. And the device is online. That's cool, right? That's pretty cool. I like that. Now let's go up here and see how much power we're using. Energy usage 906. Okay, RF per tick. So this quantum ring has a passive drain of 396 RF a tick. Cool. All right, so 400 RF a tick to keep that up and running. Not the end of the world. Remind me how much... It's so long ago that I set up those OP solar panels that I don't even remember how much they're producing. During the day, that is. Generation is right. Actually, yeah. I mean, it's starting to get dark. But solar panel 5 is 512 RF a tick. So actually, Actually, we're probably breaking very close to even right now. The A system is using almost all the power we're producing from our solar panels. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. So now let's set this guy up. So I'm guessing if I just put this in here, that's not enough. So if I go really far away, I definitely can't open that up. When I get closer, I can. But I'm guessing the quantum bridge card is what I want to help solve that problem, right? So that would be you. Okay. And one more of these. So in theory, this quantum bridge card, if I install that in here, does that mean I have infinite range AE? Oh, yeah, that's it. Hey, that works. Sweet, that was not bad at all. Once I got the quantum entangled, that's okay. That is not bad. So now, like, wherever I am in the world, access to AE2. That is slick. That is cool. And that should work cross-dimensionally, by the way. So if we hop into another dimension, okay, AE2 access. Cool. If we're in the nether, AE2 access. Ho-ho! Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. I wonder if this, like, drains way more energy from the Curio. I have no idea. And I probably don't care. I will care at some point. At some point I will care. Because we are, like I said, very close to not having enough power to support our base. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So we'll be fine, right? Yeah, you guys have a definitely, like, see your stored power amounts in here are not full. So you are, at this point, still net lossing, but the sun's just coming up. Once we hit our theoretical max of 512, you'll be doing okay. But technically, if you think about it, we're not producing enough power because half of the day we're producing 0. So eventually we will run out of power. So I need to deal with that situation probably sooner than later. But I don't want to do that right now. Right now, what I want to do is play with Create. Aha. So take that. Got it? Good. So now off camera, what I've done is crafted a few of the things we're going to need for Create, like the mechanical saw, the press, the mixer. Some of these things, by the way, need iron sheets, but that's okay because you can get those with the hammer from Ad Astra. So if you need iron sheets before you get the hammer from Create, you can go that route, which is what I've chosen to do. So let's do missing, descending. And I'm going to start down here. What am I missing so far? So I'm missing blaze burners. I could probably get one of those. That shouldn't be a problem. And brass, I'm going to hold off on. Crushing wheel, I have to hold off on. 3 item vaults, I could probably make those, I think. Deployer, I have to hold on. And everything else is going to be... the mechanical belts I'm not going to use because, remember, you use too many of those. I'm trying to be conservative with them. All right, so I could make the blaze burner, and I could make, that's about it, item vaults. 3 item vaults and a blaze burner. Item vaults are cool. They can hold lots of items, but you can't access them with a UI. So they store large amounts of items, but they don't have a UI that you can interact with. Okay, so you can't manually take them out. But you can interact with belts to get them in and out, and that makes them kind of useful. Okay. So as you can see, you can do that. And then they'll combine like that. Cool. So I said we wanted 3 of these. So we're going to want that many of that and that, right? That's how many was on the structure. Item vault 3, yes. And then we wanted a blaze burner. Now, blaze burners are a little bit, but not terribly for us right now, tricky. First off, you need an empty blaze burner, which is made like so, and then you need to go capture a blaze. You can do this in one of 2 ways. You can either get a blaze spawner and click on it, or you can find a blaze itself and click on it. Luckily, I have a blaze spawner that I have access to. You go down and you go down. There we go. End portal and blaze spawner. So boom, blaze spawner. Hooray! I can just go pick up a blaze, whoop, and then go home. Ah, fire, bad. Yeah. Oh, I love modded Minecraft. I do. I really, really do. It's so... like, the ridiculousness of what I just did. Oh, I'll just teleport over to blaze spawner, steal it, and bring it back, and now I teleported home, and that was fun. To me, just goofy fun. So now I'm going to go paste over the structure. I've already repositioned this, right? So if we leap off into this direction, and we want to rotate him, I believe 3 times, and if we position it just right, now we might need to Y level it down 1. So let's do settings menu, Y level 1 down, confirm. Does that look pretty good? Oh yeah, now we're talking, right? That looks nice. That looks very nice. Cool. Now there are some encased chain drives, I believe, underground, and we're gonna have to look at where they are and manually place them. But let's see what happens when I click this in here now. That should fill in a bunch. That's pretty cool, of the machines. Nice. Okay, cool. Good times. Good times. Now things we're definitely missing include. Oh, you know what I didn't have any of? I didn't have any of my shafts, did I? Yeah, I think I forgot my shafts. Hold on, let's do that again. You. Did all right, I guess. Andesite casings. Actually, you're linked to my thing, aren't you? Yeah, you're bound to an overall position, so I assume that that's cool and that you're able to do things and pull from the A system. So you're good? You pull all the things? I guess these are encased whatchamacallits. Okay, that works for me. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, look, there's the mechanical press, there's the mixer. That is a chute of some kind for some reason. I don't know why. I'm guessing some of these things are okay, cool. And then there's barrels here with hoppers into them. There's that item vault I talked about, and there's an andesite funnel. Presumably, this would be in some way, shape, or form designed for belts, right? But I don't have quite enough belts to fully support that just yet. And these guys all look cool too. Look at that, nice. Very cool. Very cool. If I can, and not all the create machines, as we've seen, render properly with building gadgets, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But I know there's definitely like a lava source here. And look, there's definitely supposed to be a fan, or there is a fan under there. That's cool. I think the fans all got placed already. Yes, they did. Perfect. So there's a fan. Oh, that's cool. Nice. So you can see like there's supposed to be a lava source there. So if I grabbed a bucket of lava, which by the way I have access to because yay, AE2, right? And I can, I should be able to, you know, I'm just gonna pop that up. Cool. And then the depot can go back. Sweet. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so you can see there's like, there's a brass funnel there that didn't get placed. These are probably the deployers, those 3 would be my guess. They're probably designed for deploying some things. I'm not sure what those guys are. Maybe andesite casings? We might be low on andesite casings, and that's probably why they didn't get placed. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of andesite casings we're going to need here if we want this to be fully fleshed out. And then the crushing wheels. That's cool, though, isn't it? Isn't it neat how you can kind of see like what everything's going to be? And that's another thing there. The only thing that's not really rendering too well is the belts, but that's okay. Not too shabby. So now we should be good. Where's the, where do we bring rotational energy into this building? That's very much a question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unanchor you, and I'm going to move you forward a little bit so we can see what this is supposed to be underneath it. So if we settings menu this up and confirm, okay, so we can see that there's some stuff here, right? Some stuff that's probably, a couple of these ain't placed, right? That's probably a fan, would be my guess. Do I have an extra fan on me? I have 2 extra fans. Yes. Yes, that makes sense. Did I have a fan in here? No. Yeah, I should have 2 extra fans. One of them belongs under here. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So there's a vertical gearbox, and then there should be a lava source, and underneath the lava source would be a fan. Pretty sure that's how that's supposed to be. And that should blow lava onto that thing. Cool. Okay. I got you. All right. And then over here, there should be these guys. I'm not entirely sure what they are. They might be encased chain drives, or they might be vertical gearboxes of some kind. You know what? If I placed it, it might be cool. Should I do that? We could try it, right? Could try it and see what happens. There might be some things here, but that's all right. We can place this. Yeah, let's do it. Right? So it's going to build some of those, like anything that it can build, it will build, right? So then we can reposition this. You know, we probably need is more encased chain drives. Let's undo that. We'll get all our stuff back. Let's get more chain drives. We're definitely going to need more oak. We're definitely going to need more andesite alloy. And then our axe, because we need a healthy bit more of these guys. This is roughly how you do this en masse. So let me craft this stuff and then we'll be right back, okay? All right, now before I do anything else, let's make sure that this is properly aligned. That looks pretty good. Now if I click this in, he should fill in some of the... Did I want to do that or no? Did I mess that up? No, I couldn't have, right? Did I? Why did you guys place like that? You were a little bit weird to place, but I think overall not terrible. Oh, I forgot to rotate him again. I think he was rotated wrong. Okay. All right, luckily an undo saved the day there. So let's try and place this correctly now. So anchored. Now we're going to be cool, right? We're going to behave ourselves. There we go. Yep, properly placed this time. Sweet. Okay. And then that placed all my andesite casings correctly, or is there still more that I'm missing? Oh, I mean, there's still missing some, so maybe... All right, last go. Boom. Oh yeah, look, there's definitely a few more left there. All right, that should be all of them. Nice. Now for here, what we'll do is we'll build a similar structure like here-ish, and we should be able to bring it up a few levels. Right, make sure it's not going to touch that guy. Place it, and then we can kind of see what stuff goes underground, right, that we're going to need. Okay, yeah, I see what we got going on here. And we might need some belts and whatnot, but that we can manage, right? So over here is a vertical gearbox. I bet there's some belts that I'm not seeing on the render. I bet that that's the case. I bet for sure. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to want to get underground there, but we definitely want some more belts first. So let's wrap up the episode here. Come back next time. I'm going to undo this, get all my stuff back. You know, I'm just going to put it out there. Liking building gadgets. Very pleased with BG2. So yeah, let's come back next time. And when we get back, we'll get the underground area working a little better. And then we will see what we can see with getting everything properly behaving. For now, Adult20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time to build with Create. Sound cool? All right, for now, take it easy.